Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed.
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey. Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't mind me. These things happen. This spell will empower you. Elemental magic.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. We've little need for a campsite at present.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors. That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that bit go to waste.
My master set for me.
Well said.
Come, I'll lead the way. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow. Yon chest lies just beyond our reach.
Surely we can make our way over to it somehow.
A fantastic find. I wonder whether my master from beyond the rift managed to find that. Somehow I doubt it.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
My magics are at your disposal.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seemed rather on edge. What could he have seen here to inspire such suspicion?
The stairs that follow our every move mark this as no ordinary village.
'Tis eerie, but we must needs press on.
I reckon so. Rather more common looking than I'd expected. But I suppose that's neither here nor there. It is a question of skill at the end of the day.
So you say, but you wagered against our visitor, did you not?
And I'd do it again. Just look at that fool's face.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must...
'Tis a letter most inscrutable, and I fear 'twill remain as such if we cannot find another piece to this puzzle.
Me? I'm just going for a stroll.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of Vermund. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. 'Tis a name unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like.
This is the inn. We've room to, of course. Nothing's free in this world. do stop by again.
Hail! I take it you're the outsider my lord mentioned? How'd he know to expect you? I couldn't. Why not ask him yourself? You'll find him in the manor atop the on-hill.
You're gathering grimoires, eh? My lord told me. I happen to be in possession of the Veiled Tome, Owl and Blizzard. I'd even be willing to... If you'd be willing to trade me Fulminous Shield, the magic Aegis for it, that is. What say you? Oh dear. Still haven't found it? Then I'm afraid I'll have to hold on to Owling.
Not seen you about. You the outsider? My lord spoke of you. Come on, follow me.
One never can have too many of these.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate. Which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmeister. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second arisen to come to Vermont, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops, I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Beg pardon? Why would you ask such a thing? A letter? Oh, you've made quite the discovery. Brass means imitating someone in thieves' cant. This letter means to say someone's taken on such a request. Naturally, I can say nothing as to the who or what of the arrangement. I'm sure you understand. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use. Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up. Dear me. You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in a lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the Arisen. Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that complacent has got no business being a thief. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next time.
You're here. I've been waiting for you.
It's so dull when there's nothing doing.
Can't work as late as I used to anymore.
How goes it? Have you found... Oh dear. Still haven't found...
Now...
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
How might I be of service? Fancy a look at my wares? Always a pleasure.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Tis rather narrow here. Be on your guard.
Let us proceed with due caution.
Look how many women we count among our number.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these. While traveling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out?
Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
Let us make our way over to it while 'tis in our sights. That's quite a large boulder, but methinks 'twill budge if we combine our strength.
Shall we set it rolling?
I've got a good feeling about this one.
your skill, Master. This should be of use.